this is Priyanka and you are watching Organizopedia. Whether you have a lot of workspace in your kitchen or just a little like mine, keeping countertop neat and organized is always a paramount. It's just too easy to leave a jar of coffee and a bottle of sugar out and then simply push it back into one of the corners in your kitchen. Stack a few spice jars for a meal which you're going to make tomorrow. And before you know it, counter creep leaves you with nowhere to look. So in today's video, we'll see how we can properly and neatly organize our kitchen countertop. So it's going to be the part 2 of our kitchen organization series. So without any further ado, let's organize you and me.
So from here we enter into our kitchen. Basically this is a gallery kitchen. Gallery kitchen is basically a kitchen in which you got two parallel platforms. So one is the main platform and the second is connected to the sink, and here is my refrigerator. So this is all a basic introduction to my kitchen. So here comes the most used corner of my kitchen. So as you can see, I lie this surface with the help of a contact paper. As you can see, it is at a certain height, so I kept my sugar and tea boxes here. Then I wrote sugar with the help of a permanent marker. Whenever I need to change the content inside the box, I simply wipe it out with the help of water. Here the tea box, this is a wax diffuser. Now here as you can see, I kept a basket upside down, so just to give it a little height, and here I kept kitchen towel and my tissue paper. So now let's talk about this section. So this is DIY locker stand, which I had already shown you in one of my previous video. As you can see, I have got very less space in my kitchen. That is why I have to organize all these kitchen things vertically. So as you can see, this is my spice box which I am keeping under the locker stand, and I'm not keeping anything over here because I have to access this spice box quite frequently. So these are the glass containers in which I am keeping other kitchen spices. So this is a glass container again. In this I am keeping my salt, mango powder, sabji masala, etc. So this is my ghee dani, and in this box I am keeping all of my baby stuff like strainer and feeding spoons. So this is basically a ceramic pot in which I am keeping all my wooden spoons. So these are the oil bottles. So this is all about this particular corner. As you can see, these are the things which I use quite often while I'm cooking. That is why I kept all these things at the right side of my stove. So this is a thumb rule. If you are a right-handed person, try to keep all these kind of things at the right side of your stove. So here as you can see, I placed this command hook on my kitchen tile where I can hang my ring, bracelet, watch, etc. while I'm cooking. Just to prevent them going walkabout, I have this hook in my kitchen. So if it's not in my finger, it's going to be here in this command hook in my kitchen. So now let's talk about this section. So here comes my main stove area. So this is basically a spoon plate. While I'm cooking, I don't like to keep my spoons on the stove or on the floor. So that is why I use these kind of spoon plates. This is my knife stand, and just next to it is a plastic tray in which I'm keeping my chopping board, tawas, etc. So this is hot pot stand. Very carefully while I'm cooking, I always keep my hot pots on it. So here comes the favorite corner of my kitchen. This is basically a small coffee bar or a coffee station. So this is DIY Lazy Susan, in which I am displaying some of my coffee mugs and my candies, coffee box, etc. So these are the coffee mugs which I use quite often. That is why I just simply hang them on the stand rather than keeping it in these kitchen cabinets. So this is all about this particular corner. So these are the bottles which I am keeping again in a plastic tray. So this is about this particular corner which is on the left side of my stove. So now let's see how we can make that DIY Lazy Susan. For that you need 2 baking plates. So this is not a baking plate. I just got these beautiful looking plates from Hypercity. These plates, as you can see, has got some depth so that you can easily put marbles in between them and they can rotate very nicely. That is why I chose these plates, as you can see them. You can even go for baking plates also. And then we need marbles. Take your plate, put all these marbles on the plate. So for this, as you can see, we don't need a lot of marbles. Take another plate and just put it on the marbles, and as you can see, it will start rotating. So not spending a huge money, and in no time your DIY Lazy Susan is ready. So just display all your beautiful round bottles in your kitchen. So when you display all your beautiful round bottles on a round organizer, it saves a lot of your space. So now let's talk about the coffee station, which I had shown you earlier. For that, we simply need a coffee mug stand, and then simply hang all your coffee mugs in this particular stand. And as you can see, we are putting it on the Lazy Susan, and because of that rotation, it's quite easy to access all the coffee mugs. If you put it directly on the counter, you won't be able to access all the mugs. So this is how I made this coffee station. And if you're keeping your microwave on your kitchen countertop only, then also don't worry, because I'll show you how efficiently you can utilize this space above microwave quite efficiently. Basically, I don't keep my microwave on my kitchen countertop. I'm keeping my microwave on my overhead cabinets. It's just because I want to show you how you can utilize this area. I just took this microwave and I placed it on my kitchen countertop. So here, as you can see, I placed the same coffee station on the microwave, and along with it, I took a tray in which I keep all of my pizza seasoning on microwave only. So it's just a basic idea how you can utilize this particular area. So this is the other side of my kitchen. So this is my refrigerator, and top of it I'm keeping this pen stand in which I'm keeping other stationery things, foil paper, spare water dispenser. So this is the back side of my fridge. So here I just put some kitchen codes and my to-do list organizer. So here comes the sink platform. So as you can see, this is a very small space here. So this is a big basket. So here in this basket I am keeping my mixer grinder. So instead of keeping it directly on the platform, I use these kind of tray to carry my mixer grinder, because water can ruin the plugs. So just to save all my plugs and etc., I am keeping these tray. And this is my toast maker. Again, I am keeping it in the same tray. And this is an cover which I made for my toast maker out of an old pillowcase. I just cut it out and I made this particular cover. So this is my mixer grinder and my toast maker. So this is basically a mash basket in which I keep all of my dishes. When I clean them, I simply put them here. So this is my sink area. I keep it very simple. So this is basically an artificial plant which I got from an aquarium shop, and this is an old bowl in which I'm keeping this particular green plant. So on my tab, I keep my microfiber cloth and a sponge wipe. So this is basically a stand for keeping my soaps etc., but I'm not keeping there because I have to clean my sink quite often. That is why hand wash is over there. And in this particular thing, I'm keeping my scrubbers etc. So now if we talk about this particular thing, this is basically a garbage bag dispenser. As you can see, it has got nice handle grip, so you can keep it wherever you want to. Just simply pull out your kitchen cabinet's door and simply hang it on them, and you can keep your garbage. You don't need to bother about your dustbin. You simply put them here. And here I keep my kitchen towel. So at last, I want to talk about this very important thing which we all can do. So we all have water purifier in our houses, and we know it dispenses so much of wastewater. So it's not only mindful but a responsibility to save this water, otherwise there is so much waste. I have kept this water dispenser near to sink to collect this water, and I use it for cleaning floor, balcony, washrooms, etc. All in all, I would like to say either you can use this mechanism or something else, but please make sure that you save water. It could be one of those little steps that we can take but can help a great deal. So please save water, being a responsible citizen on this earth.
So this is how I have organized my kitchen countertop. As you might have noticed that I kept very few but the important things only on my kitchen countertop. Instead of keeping a lot of spices here, I just simply push them back into my kitchen cabinets. So in this way, I'll have a lot of free space in my hands, and while I'm cooking, I can